Number 8 in numerology is not here to entertain you. It is here to test you, weigh you, and if you survive, crown you. This number stands like a silent judge in the cosmic courtroom, deeply connected with the idea of karma, balance, justice, power, and material reality. In most traditional systems, whether you look at ancient Chaldean numerology or later Western adaptations, 8 is ruled by Saturn, the slow, relentless taskmaster who does not believe in shortcuts or emotional excuses. Saturn does not reward quickly, but when it does, it gives something that cannot be easily taken away. People born under number 8 or strongly influenced by it, like those born on the 8th, 17th, or 26th, often live lives that feel heavier than others, not because they are unlucky, but because they are being forged, like iron in fire, into something unbreakable. Their early life frequently comes with delays, struggles, misunderstandings, or responsibilities that seem unfairly large, and if you observe carefully, you will notice a pattern. Nothing comes easily, but nothing goes wasted either. Every experience, every betrayal, every failure becomes raw material for eventual authority, wisdom, and power. Personality-wise, number 8 individuals are complex creatures, externally controlled, internally intense. They are rarely the loudest in the room, but often the most calculating. They think long-term when others chase instant gratification. Their mind is structured, strategic, and often inclined toward administration, law, finance, business, or any domain where systems, hierarchy, and control matter. They can appear cold, distant, or even intimidating, but beneath that exterior lies a deep emotional ocean they don't trust easily. Trust, for them, is earned slowly, and once broken, rarely repaired. They are not fans of superficial relationships. They prefer loyalty over charm, depth over display. And yet, here lies their paradox. They crave connection but fear vulnerability, so they often end up misunderstood. Now, let's talk about the shadow side, because ignoring it would be naive. Number 8 can become rigid, pessimistic, overly controlling, and obsessed with power or status. When Saturn's energy turns heavy, it manifests as isolation, depression, or a constant feeling that life is a burden rather than a journey. Some 8s fall into extremes. Either they become workaholics chasing success like it's oxygen, or they withdraw completely, convinced that nothing will ever go their way. There's also a tendency toward karmic loops, repeating patterns of struggle until the lesson is actually learned. And no, life doesn't politely remind them. It hits harder each time. But here's the brutal truth. Number 8 is not here for comfort. It is here for mastery. On the positive side, once an 8 aligns with discipline and patience, they become unstoppable. These are the people who build empires quietly, who rise after repeated failures, who understand money not as greed, but as power and responsibility. They make excellent leaders, judges, entrepreneurs, strategists, people who can handle pressure without collapsing. Their sense of justice is strong, sometimes even fierce, and they often feel a deep responsibility toward fairness, whether in personal life or society. If evolved, they become wise, grounded, and deeply respected, not because they demanded respect, but because they earned it through endurance. Financially, number 8 has a peculiar relationship with money. Either they struggle for a long time and then suddenly rise, or they gain early and lose due to poor decisions or ego, only to rebuild later. Again, Saturn's favorite game: delay, test, reward. Wealth for them is rarely accidental. It is constructed slowly, layer by layer. That's why many successful business magnates and influential figures carry strong 8 energy. They understand that true power is not flashy, it is sustained. In relationships, things get complicated. Number 8 people are loyal, no doubt, but not expressive in the conventional sense. They may love deeply, but they won't always say it in poetic words or grand gestures. Instead, they show it through responsibility, protection, and long-term commitment. The problem? Not everyone understands this language. Partners may feel emotionally neglected, while the 8 feels unappreciated for everything they silently carry. If they don't consciously work on emotional openness, relationships can become transactional or distant. But when balanced, they make incredibly strong, dependable partners who stand like a wall when life gets chaotic. Spiritually, and this is where it gets interesting, number 8 is not separate from higher truths, even though it appears materialistic. In fact, it sits right at the intersection of material and spiritual worlds. Saturn strips illusions. It forces you to confront reality, your actions, your consequences. Many 8s eventually turn toward spirituality not out of curiosity, but out of necessity.